The 2015 draft featured some of the most star-studded players in the NFL. Some players are still playing right now, while some of them ended up having short careers. Today, I will talk about the top 10 picks from the 2015 draft class. But before I get into this video, make sure you like and subscribe for more content like this. With the first pick in the 2015 NFL draft, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers selected Jameis Winston out of Florida State. Winston showed a lot of potential as a quarterback in college. He led the Seminoles to a national title and won the Heisman in 2013. Leading up to the draft, experts was giving him comparisons to Eli Manning, saying that he was a great pocket passer but struggled to make reads which would lead to dangerous throws. In his first year with the Bucs, Winston threw pretty well, earning himself a Pro Bowl appearance, but as his career went on, there was little to no improvement. In his final season at Tampa, he will be known for throwing 30 touchdowns along with 30 interceptions. After that season, the Saints will pick him up in free agency. Winston will mainly serve as a backup in New Orleans, only playing 10 games in 4 seasons. As of today, Winston is the starting quarterback for the Cleveland Browns, filling in for an injured Deshaun Watson. With the second pick in the 2015 draft, the Tennessee Titans select Marcus Mariota out of Oregon. Just like Winston, Mariota won a Heisman in 2014. While he was at Oregon, Mariota showed his athleticism playing both in the air and on the ground. Experts drew comparisons to Colin Kaepernick. In his first year in Tennessee, Mariota struggled and he will finish 3-9 as a starter. But Mariota will see some success. In 2017, the Titans will make the playoffs and go against the Kansas City Chiefs in a wild card. In this game, the Titans will mount a 21-3 comeback against the Chiefs. This will be one of his best games as a Titan, throwing for 205 yards and 2 touchdowns. However, after 2017, his days in Tennessee would be numbered. From 2018 to 2019, he will only play 19 games as a starter before spending 2 years as a backup in Las Vegas. Mariota will find himself becoming a journeyman. In 2024, you can find him on the Washington Commanders as a backup to rookie quarterback Jaden Daniels. With the third pick in the 2015 draft, the Jacksonville Jaguars select Dante Fowler out of the University of Florida. Going into the draft, experts compared him to Khalil Mack. They label him as a strong 3-4 outside linebacker who still needs to learn how to use his athleticism. Fowler will miss his rookie year due to an ACL injury he had in camp. In 2016, he will play a full season, but it will not amount to the high expectations that were set. However, in 2017, he will contribute to one of the best defenses the NFL has ever seen. This team will make it all the way to the AFC title game and lose to the New England Patriots. Fowler will stay in Jacksonville for only half a season before being traded to the LA Rams. Fowler will put up decent numbers for the Rams, making a Super Bowl appearance in 2019. After his stint with the Rams, he will play for 3 different teams in 5 years. As of 2024, Fowler is playing for the Washington Commanders, and he is on track to one of his best seasons in his career. With the 4th pick in the NFL draft, the Oakland Raiders select Amari Cooper. Cooper was one of the highly anticipated players in this draft. Experts drew comparisons to Marvin Harrison. They described him as a complete receiver who won't surprise with his speed but can produce great routes against any coverage. Cooper went to the Raiders and produced quickly, making the Pro Bowl 3 out of his 4 years. In 2018, he will be traded to the Dallas Cowboys, giving quarterback Dak Prescott another target in the Cowboys offense. During his time in Dallas, he would have 2 1,000-yard seasons. But in 2022, the Cowboys would trade Cooper to the Cleveland Browns. Cooper would improve with the Browns, producing back-to-back 1,000-yard seasons and becoming one of the top receivers in the league. In 2024, he will become the subject of trade rumors once again after quarterback Deshaun Watson had a season-ending injury. Eventually, he'll be traded once again to the Buffalo Bills, pairing up with quarterback Josh Allen. It is safe to say that Cooper has not found a home yet in the NFL, but he is still making progress. With the 5th pick in the draft, the Washington Commanders select Brandon Scherff, a tackle out of Iowa. During the draft, scouts said he has traits to play tackle in the league, but is better suited to play guard. When Scherff got drafted, that is exactly what Washington did. They moved Scherff to guard because of his explosiveness and power. Brandon's stint in Washington was actually pretty good. He played in 89 games and made the Pro Bowl in 5 of his first 7 seasons. In 2022, Scherff will go to the Jacksonville Jaguars. So far, he has played in every game in Jacksonville up to this point, and now he is heading into his 10th season in the NFL. With the 6th pick in the NFL draft, the New York Jets select Leonard Williams out of USC. Williams was one of, if not the best defensive lineman in this draft. Scouts described him as a powerful defensive lineman who struggled to match his power with athleticism. Williams' first few years in the league would be pretty good. He made the Pro Bowl in his 2nd year and played all of his games as well. However, the team had no plans to re-sign him, so in 2019, the Jets would trade Williams to the Giants for 3rd round pick and a 2021 5th round pick. Williams would have pretty good seasons in New York, but in 2023 he would be traded to the Seattle Seahawks. As of now, Williams is still on the Seahawks active roster, and he has done some good in the league as a rotational player on defense. For the 7th pick in the draft, the Chicago Bears select Kevin White out of West Virginia. In college, White shocked many scouts. Daniel Jeremiah even said that he had the same traits as Julio Jones at 6'3", 210 pounds. With his unique combination of size and speed, scouts viewed him as the number 1 receiver in the draft. However, White's first few years in the NFL would be rough. He would constantly miss games due to injury, playing only 14 games in 3 seasons. After being released by the Bears in 2018, he would have brief stints for the Saints and 49ers. After 2022, White stopped playing in the NFL, but haven't retired just yet. With the 8th pick in the draft, the Atlanta Falcons select outside linebacker Vic Beasley out of Clemson. Going into the draft, NFL scouts had him projected as a 3-4 outside linebacker who had a great combination of speed and explosion. Beasley would struggle in his rookie season, but in his second year, he would have a breakout year, leading the league in total sacks. This would lead him to a Super Bowl appearance that season. After that, there would be a decline in his production on the field. Before the 2020 season, Beasley would sign with the Titans, where he would play only 5 games before being traded to the Las Vegas Raiders. Beasley last played in 2020. With the 9th pick in the draft, the New York Giants select Eric Flowers out of Miami. Scouts would draw comparisons to former tackle Greg Robinson, saying, quote, "Flowers has a big athletic frame, but still needs to improve on his footwork and pass protection." During his stint in New York, he would not reach his full potential. Flowers struggled in both run and pass protection as a tackle. In 2018, the Giants would release him and he would sign with the Jacksonville Jaguars, where he would only play 5 games. After his stint in Jacksonville, he would sign with Washington and make the switch to guard. This improved some of his capabilities as a player in the NFL. He would sign with Miami in 2020 and go back to Washington in 2021. After 2021, Flowers stopped playing in the NFL, and he is currently not on any active NFL roster. With the 10th pick in the NFL draft, the Rams selected Todd Gurley out of the University of Georgia. Coming into the draft, many teams questioned Gurley's ability to play at the next level because of the ACL injury he had in college. Scouts said Gurley had a rare blend of speed and power and knew how to get downhill when running the football. In Gurley's rookie season, he would have over 1,000 yards rushing and earn Pro Bowl honors. In his 3rd and 4th year, he would have back-to-back seasons where he led the league in rushing touchdowns. His stats would take a slight decline in 2019, but he was still able to put up some good numbers. After leaving the Rams in 2019, Gurley reported that he had arthritis in his knee. However, he signed with the Atlanta Falcons on a 1-year deal in 2020, but will retire right after that season. The 2015 draft class had some of the NFL's brightest stars. Some became the face of the league, while some were able to craft long and productive careers. But in my opinion, the player that stands out in this draft is none other than late round pick Stephon Diggs.